A new documentary shows the tricks brands use to keep customers coming back and the impact those tactics have on our lives. Former Amazon employee Marin Costa is featured in the film Buy Now, The Shopping Conspiracy, and she is joining us live. Thanks so much for being here. It's very good timing going into Black Friday and the holiday shopping season. So you worked at Amazon for 15 years and you helped create actually some of these systems that keep people buying. Can you talk a little bit about some of those and why you decided to participate in this project?
I'm always looking to make a difference and have impact, and that's was really spurred by working at Amazon and seeing how much damage, in a way, the Amazon business model is doing to our planet and our kids' future. And really, it was kind of after I had kids that I felt like I just want to get, take any chance I can to get the message out. So it was a definite yes to be in the movie. Some of the things that we did, when I started. It was 2002, and nobody was really selling anything online, and we had to fight for things like, customers really wanted to see the full cost of shipping, and so we had to, fight to push to get that shown on the product detail page, because Amazon was afraid that they would lose money. So everything was about profit, and we would think about the ways that we could, beat out the competition. We wanted every customer to just think of Amazon first. Like, we used to say we want to be there at the next shoppable moment. And so, if you're just the minute you think of something that you want, we want you to think of Amazon first. And they even, Amazon Smile, I don't know if you know about that program, but it was, Amazon would give, 10% of sales to your favorite charity, but you had to type in amazon.com/smile in order to do that. And what they were doing was basically training you to come directly to Amazon without going to Google first. And then they didn't have to pay the ads on Google that you would click if you just search for Amazon. And they took that money and gave it to, your charity. So.
Interesting. Well, it's an effective model.
Yeah, no,
Definitely
absolutely. I want to go back to 2020. You were terminated from Amazon for advocating for climate justice and also warehouse worker safety. What happened there?
I had already been, I tried at first to pitch ideas within Amazon to the VPs. I knew so many VPs by that point because I had been there for so long, and ideas about climate, some of the things that they've actually done now, like since I left, but, ways that Amazon could be better, because Amazon didn't have at the time any climate goals or any climate plan. This was in like 2018. And so no one wanted to talk. When I would try to pitch a climate idea, it was just sort of like, I don't know, like, talk to the hand. And so I had to sort of work around that. And instead with a bunch of my coworkers, we organized to sort of stand together and say, hey, Amazon, we're your employees. We really want you to do better. We want you to have a company-wide climate plan. And so I had been doing that, and I had actually been warned at that point that I could be terminated if I kept speaking to the press. But I was okay with that at the time. It was more important to me to try to make the change that we needed to see. And then when COVID started, the warehouse workers actually contacted our group and said, you guys have had great luck trying to pressure Amazon to be better, because they had at that point now had, created the climate pledge. But the warehouse workers were not getting the safety stuff that they needed at the beginning of COVID. And they were basically risking their lives to come into work for $17 an hour. And it was terrifying for them. And so we set up a town hall letting tech workers talk to warehouse workers. And within 2 hours of that invitation going out, I was fired, because Amazon really didn't want anyone to actually hear from people that were in the warehouses, I guess.
So what should we all keep in mind as we're shopping this holiday season?
There's so many, first of all, give an experience, don't shop, don't buy. But, there's so many great places to support the actual maybe artists who are creating the work, especially in the global South. Like people need jobs, and they want to, if we just stop buying, that's also going to potentially hurt their economy. But if you go to sites like, actually there's one site called Done Good. There's another site, Novica. There's certain sites that where you're buying directly from the person who made it, and you can trust that they're being made under good labor conditions with not non-toxic ingredients or more organic or whatever. And there's so many ways to do that. Just shifting a few of your purchases to places like that would make a big difference.
All right. Well, Maren, thank you so much for being with us and talking a little bit about this documentary, Buy Now, the shopping controversy. All right, let's